Okay, so in this video, I'm going to do a high-level overview of the Philly EDU software. So if you go to www.phillyedu.com, you'll find the site and you can log in as a school or as an NGO. So the school login, if you click login here, you can log in as an admin, teacher, student, or parent. And so I've already logged in using some of those credentials. So this is the teacher dashboard. This is what it looks like. This is the admin dashboard, and this is the parent dashboard. So I'll give you a quick rundown of these dashboards. I'm missing the student dashboard because I don't have the credentials for that yet, but I will create a separate video once those credentials become available. So the teacher here gets to see the overview, attendance overview, study materials, their schedule, events calendar, and student performance summary. And then they can check to see the list of students. So they can search by class or by subject. And so we just have some test data here, but for any given school, once you upload your actual details, you can search by that. And academics about, so yeah, so this is the selected student, and this is about them, academics, attendance, performance, and yeah, so you can see a lot of information about each student in your class that you're teaching if you're a teacher, and uh yeah, so you can click on any given student and you'll see their details here. So yeah, you can also check and mark attendance as a teacher. And so if I go to mark attendance here, I can make mark this student present, present, present for today. And I can save the attendance and then um, that's marking the attendance. And I can also view attendance records here. So for any given class, you can see the attendance records for the last 5 days, but you can also search uh, for any given name here. So yeah, you can mark attendance, you can view attendance, and the admin also has access to this information. So when I get to the admin dashboard, we'll look at that as well. But for the teacher, lesson plans, they can upload lessons in different formats. So this is like a video lecture that we've uploaded. So the teacher can upload the lessons and the students will be able to watch these lessons on their end. And yeah, they can upload the lessons in different formats, either video or PDF. I can create a PDF lesson and the students can read it. And I can add a lesson. So in order to add the lesson, I need to go through and add um, for each class and subject, I can add the topic, subtopic, lesson details, lesson outcome, assignment, total assignments, and then I can save it. I can include an attachment. Um, so yeah, this is a high level overview. I'll do a more detailed um, tutorial on each of these functionalities using actual examples, but I'm just giving you a high level overview in this video. So assessments, you can see, yeah, if you can add an assignment, homework or classwork. I can add an assignment here. Same process, just upload topic, date, due date, assignment, and then you can save it. Or if it's a classwork, in-class assignment. So exams, you can add an exam. You can view any exams that have been created in the past. I can add an exam here. And for the exams as a teacher, yeah, you can set a time limit uh, this could be a quiz or an exam, but an exam title, start date, deadline. So like I said, I'll create the actual detailed tutorials on each functionality here in a separate video, in separate videos, but this is just an overview. So here, I can create questions. So question one may be true or false, and then I can add the details of that true or false question, and I can select the correct answer. And then I can create another question, add question. So now there are two questions. So question two might be multiple choice. And I go through and enter the multiple choice answers like A, B, C, D. So I can add as many questions to this exam before creating the exam by going out here and clicking add question. And then so maybe question three, instead of multiple choice, this might be a written response. So I can go through and keep adding questions. When I'm done, I click add exam. It'll create an exam. So that's how the exam creation function works. And the students will see the exam on their end. We have an auto grader that can grade written responses that the students submit, but you can also manually grade and assign points for each question. So we have the messaging, and yeah, if you select any user, it could be a student or anybody in the system. If you've exchanged messages with them, they'll show up here. Or yeah, you can search anybody for any name in the school, and if they exist in the system, you can find them and either see the existing conversations you have with them, or you can start one like hello, Doctor. Okay, so this is just an illustration, but once I submit the message, now I haven't initiated a conversation with them, so they can see my message when they log in into their account and they can respond. And then we have resources here. So the teacher can upload resources for the students to view. And again, these resources could be any like PDF or Word document resource that if I click upload here, I can give it a title, description, and any attachment, and they'll see it. Students will see it on their end. And I can also see information about my account as a teacher. I can upload my profile picture here, update my details, contact details. Uh, I can see the timetable for my classes as a teacher. So we haven't really that many. This is just test data. But if you populate, if there's a detailed hour by hour timetable for the classes that the teacher teaches, you'll see all that here. So you can see from the admin, this timetable, admin also can create a general timetable for all the classes. We had this populated with a lot more classes, but right now we've cleared the database and we have just a few subjects here. But the admin sees the timetable for all the classes in the school for every period. And so they can add um, additional slots or subjects or times for different classes in the school and save. So yeah, for the admin dashboard, we have the general dashboard where the admin sees a general overview, total students, total teachers, total employees, total earnings, and they can see upcoming events, events calendar, if any events have been added, earnings, students. And then academics, they can add subjects, they can edit subjects, they can add classes to the school or edit the class. If I choose this here, I can edit it. But I've actually already done a separate video on these admin functionalities. These are on our YouTube channel. So if you see this video on YouTube, you'll probably see other videos on Philly EDU that cover these in more detail. So students here, yeah, for any given student, you can see the list of students here that we've populated. And if I click any student, I can see their details. So, yeah, I can, for any given student, I can see information about the student, anything related to academics, attendance, their performance, and fees. So obviously, we're yet to populate the actual data because we're just using some test data here, so that's why you don't see the details here. But yeah, you can add, you can view all the students. You can add a new student as an admin. You can add a student, add their details here. You can view staff, and if you select any staff, uh, you can see their details displayed here. So view profile, you can see the particular staff's detail, and I click edit here. I can edit their details if I want to change anything. So this is just test data that we're using to illustrate. But again, I created separate videos on how to create these from scratch. So on our YouTube channel, you'll see them. This is non-teaching stuff. So teachers versus non-teaching stuff. So that's why in the summary here, you'll see that there are some people who are teachers, but the total employees exceeds that because not all employees are teachers. So it shows both teachers. It means that they're non-teaching staff. There are 3 members. That's why they total 9 employees. And so yeah, you can also create events, and you can I have a separate video on event creation on our YouTube channel. So if you check out our channel, you see the details of how to create events here. But I can enter a title, description, start date, end date. It will show up on the events calendar, so I can assign it to all parents, all students, all teachers, or all users. And depending on the assignment, it'll show up on different dashboards, either the parents, teachers, admin, students dashboards, depending on who I assign these events to. And so we have admissions. The admin can manage admissions. And so they can view total students admitted, active students, withdrawals, graduated students. And for any given student, yeah, that's a place where you see their details, but not here, not on the screen. So on the students here, you can see each student's details. And then the admin has, so here we have reports. We're going to add more detailed analytics. So the parent, you'll see in the parents dashboard that we have a performance section here, which has analytics about the parents, the student associated as parent. So we're going to do something similar for the admin, the student, and the teachers, but those are going to be uploaded this week. So yeah, how did I get off here? The report and analytics shows report, but like I said, we're going to add a separate analytics module, performance analytics module that will show more detailed performance analytics for the school. But right now you can only see the report here. So for any given tab, you can view the reports, view a report card here. And yeah, you can view the report details. But we're going to add more detailed performance analytics to the admin dashboard. It's going to be live this week, so it's going to look something like this, but more detailed. And then boarding and transport. So if the school has boarding houses, hostels, and transportation, you can see the details here. And so for any given student, you can see their details here. So they're in this hall B, block, whatever room name, their personal details, and you can edit the students' details. So that's the hostels feature. Well, so this is the transport. If the school has transportation, you can find the details of each, the details about the transportation available, like different routes, days, stops, and things like that. So yeah, that's one other module, the library module for schools to manage their libraries that were yet to upload, but it's in there. We actually had it in here at some point, but I think we took it out to fix some things, but so it'll be back. So hostels, transport, academic term, so you can create an academic term. And then I think those terms will be associated with your timetable and other reports. And then, like I said earlier, there's a timetable. So when you add subjects or classes to the timetable, they'll show up here. So yeah, we've seen the teacher, we've seen the admin dashboard. So I'm going to close those just so that I can see clearly where I am because I'm moving track sometimes. So yeah, and then we have the parents dashboard. So the parents can see events, like any events that the admin created will also show up on the parents dashboard, announcements, upcoming events. They can see their student the homework. If any homework has been assigned to their student, they can see it. They can see the student's results. So again, you will have to have a student associated with the account, and then you can view this information. I think we cleared the database recently, so some of these things are not there. I would have to add a student from the admin dashboard and associate those with the parent before we can see it here. But we had some test students previously. I actually have a previous video that had the test data here. I think when the database was cleared, some of that went away. So yeah, but the parent can see any payments that are due or that they need to make. So pending payments, payment history if they've made any payments. So here, once an invoice is created from the admin dashboard, it will show up here. And then they can click on the invoice if there's one, and then make a payment from here. So I'll do a separate detailed video of how this actually works, but this is a high level overview of the dashboard. So I haven't populated the data, so I'll do a separate video on this where I actually populate add student and associate them with a parent so that you can see what happens when an invoice is created and how the parent makes the payment. Attendance, okay, I think I got logged out because I've been so after a certain period of inactivity you'll get logged out, but let me log back in. I think I logged in as a parent here. And so let me check. I have a parent test credential, username and password here. Okay, so yeah, let me get back to where I was. And I'm going to log in here. Yeah, so you can view performance, you can view the student's performance overview, performance analytics, any trends, any feedback or suggestions for areas for improvement, recommendations, alerts, sprints, the student sprints, and things like that. So we're going to add more detailed analytics, areas for improvement, detailed reports, any messages that the parent needs to take a look at from the school. And again, they can message users. So this could be any user that the parent is allowed to message or It could be the school stuff. But once they've chosen a user here, um, once they've chosen a user, you can search for a user. So if I say Joe, so maybe I can message this person, but I'm not currently haven't messaged this person yet because yeah, we're just using some test data here. So I showed you from the teacher's dashboard how to initiate a message by going here and typing some message. So hello doc, and then enter, and now you've initiated a conversation. Once it goes through, they will see your message and they can respond. So yeah, that's a high level overview of the Philly EDU software. I'll do a more detailed video of each page in these um, dashboards, each functionality within the dashboards. I'll do a more detailed overview of how to do them from scratch and upload them to our YouTube channel, so you will see them uh, uh, when you check an affiliate videos on our channel. And so yeah, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.